fall off?
I am here.
Wake up.
Morning. Sorry about my morning hair look. Hi, good morning. It's like 7 a.m. here, you guys, and I actually have a regional meeting for church, a leadership meeting for church after this training. But training is important, right? But before we get started, I wanted to introduce somebody special to me and special to our team. And this particular person, I'm so excited about bringing up because I met her through this company, 7K Metals, and she has been such a blessing and a joy to me. She's an amazing leader. She's somebody that just, is a servant-driven person. And she works full time, plus works part time, plus does 7K part time. I really don't know how she does it, but she truly does, bring value to me, value to the others around her. And she's got a few things, she knows a few things, she's done a few things, and she just recently hit a position called Gold here in 7K Metals, and that is a position where you're able to earn up to $7,000 a week. And I'm so proud to be able to bring her on because, um, guys, at the end of the day, it really isn't about the money. It's about the time freedom and what value we can bring to the marketplace. And so when we talk about someone who is servant driven, this is someone that I look at as someone that exactly is a person that describes those words. And so I want to go ahead and bring on, one of my really great friends, one of my business partners, one of our leaders here in the organization in 7K Metals, Mrs. Layla Madela. Layla, are you free? Layla,
Huh?
Layla.
I'm here.
You are awesome. Welcome, Layla.
Hello. Well, thank you, Emily. Just like you asked. I don't know how she does it. I'm like you. I have a platter, and I figure it out. But you guys, thank you so much. I won't take too much of your time. I am on the island of Maui, and I always have to tease Emily. That's Maui is Noko'oi, which means number one. But two local girls here in the islands. Actually, I like Emily. She leads by total example about service to many leads to greatness, and that's all it's about. I mean, going out and helping other people. Yes, I've been involved in this industry of direct selling for many years, and honestly, I did a post last night in 2019, I was calling it quits, throwing in the towel. I am tired of going out and sharing something, trying to build something here and so forth and so forth for my family. I believe it I believe you need a side hustle 100%, no matter what in this industry. And I've always believed that. But when I was introduced to 7K in December of 2020, I was not ready and I wasn't going to. So you guys, getting that silver bar in 90 days, I did not get it because I was not going to build it. But I was earning commissions already, not paying for my auto saver that first 3 months. And I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I should start to take a look at what the company's about. I shared it with only a few people. And then I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to run for this. And then I did, but not 100% yet. And then I got to silver within the next 90 days, right? And then I shared with a few people. You guys, Emily shared, I work full time at a nursing facility here in the islands. I love serving the kupuna, which is the elderly in the community. However, it's still a job. They own 40 plus hours a week of my time. And I go to work, right? So I do 7K part time. I work at the airport like a couple hours of 3 days a week for the flight benefits. Whatever I could do to have my kids travel while they're going through college and all of that, right? I am that mom. Will do whatever it takes. So 7K, you guys, last year, almost just under, right, matched what I make at my full-time job. So I believe in the magic of part-time, and I truly am going to prove that. And this past week, when I hit gold, I could not have done it alone, you guys. It's all about the team, all about helping others. And that's my biggest thing is, yes, Emily says it's not about the money. It's about what you can do with the money, what the money allows you to do. This has been the biggest cycle ever since I began in December of 2020. And it's been over a year, you guys, that I cycled every single week. Has never happened to me in any other company that I've done. But more importantly, so many on my team has earned, even if it's $250 a month, you guys, they have not earned that before. I've had people that join me here, no experience, hit silver this week. right? No experience, hit copper and earning 250, 500,000. So a gal that hit silver this past week, that we helped hit silver, she's never been in this industry before. Last year earned over $10,000 part-time here. So I truly believe this is the company, you guys. We sit at a very opportune time, and we are going for it this year. 2022 will be that pivotal moment for many of us if we stay in the game. So back to you, Emily. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you, Ron, Tony, for all of your leadership too as well. Madiba, Yuri, we're going to make it happen. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Layla. And you know what, you guys? I mean, there really is no hype here. It really isn't. I mean, when we took a look at this business, Layla and I talked about that too, and just how, humble the co-founders were, and just how such a blessing a lot of the leadership we have, like Ron and Tony. And guys, we have, and I'm going to sneak this in and I'll give it over to Ron. But we've got, I know Lori's not on, but she just hit the position of silver, which got Layla to gold. And then we have Kamaka that just hit bronze recently. And then Traylene just hit copper last night. So congratulations to the all new rank promotions. There's going to be more. This is just the beginning. It's life changing, you guys. And so I'm going to go bring you back on over to Mr. Ron Austin there. Our boss, our legend, our mentor here. And thank you so much for the time, Ron. Appreciate you.
No, thank you. Thank you. Congratulations, Layla. I mean, I've had the chance to meet her, and she's a phenomenal young lady. I tell you that. I've been in the industry, right? And I'm gonna just tell you guys, if you would have pointed at me and whispered in my ear and said that she's going to become a gold when she first got into network market, I would have told you, no, she's not. But her tenacity, working with Emily and the company, just makes it so, man, that anybody, and that's the great part about it. Anybody can be successful in this business. So I thank you so much, Layla, Emily. But there was another young lady who, as I was building my business, I ran across her, and she just lit up the room. Her daughter became my granddaughter, right? And just phenomenal young lady. And I'm so glad that she decided to partner with Sound Wealth Nation and just be a speaker, just tell her story. So without further ado, I'm gonna get out of the way of greatness and bring on Portia Lyons. Portia Lyons, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Great afternoon, everyone. Great morning in Hawaii. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Ron, for allowing me to share. It has been a great journey. And I always just want to start with, it's not, who brought you into this company. I want to share that with you, because sometimes people get into a stumbling block and they're like, oh, well, my sponsor is no longer here. What do I do? And I'm so thankful for Sound Wealth Nation, because it is a true family over here. Being able to have met Mr. Ron Austin and even Emily in New Jersey. That was the first time I actually had met her at the first Lightning Tour. And I was just blown away with the team and how everybody kind of huddled together, and was really looking for that. And we got a chance to speak, and it's like Sound Wealth Nation is a big family, part of 7K, and you can come over and you can learn and you can grow just by being a part of this amazing family. So I'm so thankful for Ron for saying, hey, come on over here. We're doing it over here. We're building, and as you see, this team is really rocking it. Look at Hawaii. I mean, look at the things you guys are doing over there. I'm so super proud of all of you. Kamaka, meeting him for the first time recently in Salt Lake City. I mean, truly a family. Everyone was so welcoming and warm on the bus. And that's what you want to look for, within any company, because a lot of times people feel like outsiders, right? But not with Sound Wealth Nation. We are one big family over here. Just a little bit about myself. I came from that pink bubble, the Mary Kay world. Did very well over there. Had an opportunity to earn a couple of free cars and was a top director. But guys, I knew that there was more. There was more. I created a financial literacy group. We did very well with crypto. And of course, if you know that with crypto, there's always ups and downs, right? So I was watching the banks. I saw that JP Morgan Chase had brought like $3.2 million in silver. So I started looking. I was looking and I found this amazing company called 7K, and my sponsor, that shared it with me. We were rocking and rolling. We did really well together, but sometimes people have other journeys, right? And not to say that that's a bad thing, but guess what? I always believe, that you're in the right place at the right time, and New Jersey was that right place in the right time to meet, Ron and meet Emily. And he was like, listen, come on over here. We're one big family over here. When I had an opportunity to learn that Ron had made millions in every space that he was in, I was like, wow, wouldn't you want to partner with someone like that? Wouldn't you want to learn from someone who's made millions in the space? I mean, guys, we are truly blessed here in Sound Wealth Nation to have leaders who have done very, very well and made millions. We generally, I would have to tell you, in our pink bubble, you have to pay, dollars to get taught and be in that little circle, with people who have made it. But we have it here, and we get that. Look, we're in a 90-day blitz, and we're on here every night, and we have an opportunity to bring people to the fold to be able to gain this information. I mean, it's truly a blessing. If you're not taking heed of it and getting your team on here, shame on you. You definitely want to get your team here to get this information to grow. I'm so excited about what's to come, because this year, I truly believe is going to be a phenomenal year for myself and for the team that's coming. I do see myself making 12.5. I know it's going to happen. I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen. And I know that it could happen for you. So I want you guys to put on your, I always say in Mary Kay, put on your big girl pennies and put on those big boy socks and let's go. Let's do what we got to do. We are going to close this Gold Rush Challenge out this week. Tonight, we're going to close it out strong. I want you to reach out to everybody that you know so that they can know what your goal is. Tell them your why. Tell them why you're doing it. Let them know, hey, come on, partner with me. You can do it with me. Grab them and say, listen, what membership do you want? Do you want a premium or do you want a standard? We always love premium. So let them know. I say, get your sheets and say, what side do you want to be on? I would always say this, and I always refer to Mary Kay, but, I always would say, well, do you want the premium package? Or do you want, maybe just a standard package? And let me tell you, people always want premium because they don't want to be felt like they're less of, right? I believe when I go to that car dealership, when they say, what car do you want? I'm like, give me everything. I want the full package, because if I'm going to go and I'm going to buy a car and I got to pay a car note for it, guess what? I want all the whistles and bells, right? So that's what you want here. We have the premium packages that give you $300 plus worth of silver, right? Just with your membership. So guys, finish strong with this Gold Rush Challenge. And don't worry, they have something else coming, but get to Vegas, guys. Get to Vegas. So you guys will see me at the top. I'm telling you, 12.5. Can you see it for yourself? I see it for you. So guys, finish this up. Let's do it. We're a team. Sound Wealth Nation all the way. Back to you, Ron.
All right, Portia Lyons. Again, that's why I adopted her as my sister, because she just brings so much energy, and that's what you have to do. You have to surround yourself with positive people who want just as much as you do. And that's one of the things that I'll be talking a little bit about. So Portia and Emily and Layla, man, guys, fellas, what the heck is going? We got to step up. These women are killing us, right? We got to step up a little bit. So with that being said, I'm going to jump into this training. I hope you guys have a little bit of paper. I won't keep you long, pencil and paper. Can you see my screen, Portia, Emily?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Great. Hold on. That one. Oops. It's doing something crazy over here, y'all. I haven't figured it from yet. Hold on. Stop share. It's separate my screen here. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on. We gonna get it. Don't worry about it. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. Hold on. I don't know what I did, Emily. I'm gonna keep splitting my. Oh, there it goes. Can you guys see my screen now? Is it split?
Yes.
Yes. It's not split. No.
No, it's not.
No.
Why is it doing on my end?
It's full screen over here.
Because it says your screen is not sharing. Let me close some stuff out here. Maybe that'll do it. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys.
You know what, you Ron?
Huh?
Your background looks like you're like right by my house.
I'm pretending. I'm pretending. Can I pretend? Pretending. All right. I wanna get there. All right, let's try it now and see what happens. What about now? Can you see it now?
Full
Yeah.
screen.
Full screen. Yeah.
All right. All right. So I hope I'm doing this thing right because it don't look right on my end, but I'm not gonna bother to now. See, every time I do that, it goes off. Let me close some stuff out here, you guys. Because it's showing everything now. Glad I'm not walking around in my underwear or something like that, right? Hint, hint, no.
Apparently, there's been more things that we've seen on these Zooms.
Yeah, well, you know, I just left it at that this time. I'm not gonna get into hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure my video settings are right.
Sean. He says shut down your NCCA bracket page.
Right. Double A bracket, yeah. Hold on, let's see if this works. Yeah, that's see, but then when I hit it, it makes it. What about now?
No, we can see it.
Like that little circle and the triangle.
Triangle. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then we're just gonna have to deal with that. I'm not gonna change it a little bit. This is what I want to show you guys today. A little bit what I've experienced, and don't forget, you know, a lot of times you got to put together these slides, and it takes time to find time to put these slides together because I want you guys to get a visual and as well as build a business. So I often talk about that triangle, what we call a pyramid, and forget the other things that says timing. It's going to come in a little bit. But most of the times, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to write this down and understand. Most of the times when you get into network marketing, that's when you get into network marketing at that little part down there. That's what we call the 96 percenters, right? When you look at the 96 percenters, the 96 percenters come into play when you're get into a business when it's like 10, 15, 20 years down the road, right? So one of the things that I said I would never, ever do is get into a network marketing business. It could be the greatest network marketing business in the world like ours. I wouldn't get in that business after my 10th, 11th, and 12th year. If you want to make some substantial money, now your people are going to do it. They're going to still get into 7K metals because they're not going to know any better. But it's starting out, if you said to give me my druthers, I want to come in my first 7 years of a network marketing business. We're just talking network marketing business. So again, you guys have to understand 7K Metals, network marketing, 2 different entities. 7K Metals is a business. The network marketing side of it is network marketing. If you don't make money in 7K Metals, you make money understanding network marketing. Now, you can be like some people and sell off a coin or two here. You can make $3 or $4, $1,000. But the way you really truly make money is understanding, right, network marketing. So most people are going to get in, and this is a conversation that you need to be teaching people when you meet them. This gives you your validity. When you're talking to somebody and you can explain this concept, they're going to say, okay, wait a minute, you must know what you're talking about. 96% of the people who get into network marketing are not in network marketing to make money. They're in it because of a product, right? 96% of the people get into network marketing, get in because of a product. The thing that you have to look at is there are a lot of people who will fight their way to the top, right? We always talk about it. When it hurts bad enough, you'll move. There are some people who are going to fight their way to the top. And then there are some people out of that going to fight their way to the real top. This is where network marketing really starts to take its form of that thing called a pyramid or a triangle, right? This is what it looks like. But really and truly, ladies and gentlemen, that's not network marketing. This is network marketing. You have a whole different thing of right now, there are leaders in this company who chose to be over here for a reason, because they have been in the industry for a long time. Success leaves clues, ladies and gentlemen. So now, along with that is the company. This is where we are right now in this triangle. We have the leaders, we have the company, and we have the top leaders. When people come into this business right today, you're coming in as a top leader in that position. If you continue to build, you're going to stay there. If not, it's a very simple process. You come in right here. If you don't build, you just go back down to the 96%ers. It's just that simple. Understanding, in order for me to build a business the way I want to build it is I need to be connected to the company. I need to be able to pick up the phone and call the top leaders. I hear a lot of the times people say, well, Ron, there was nobody to help me. I can tell you why. In 5 or 6 years, you're not going to be able to pick up a phone and call Emily. In 5 or 6 years, you're not going to be able to pick up a phone and call Layla or Portia. You won't, because they're going to be enjoying their life. They're going to bust their butt for the next 5 years, and now they have residual income. That happens in every network marketing business. People do this all the time. That's why they're not home. They're gone. So when you're looking to have somebody to help you build your business, it's hard to do because nobody's there to teach you. So what you start getting are people who assume. And just because a person has been in the network marketing business for 15 years does not mean that they know network marketing. They may know that product. You know, again, Portia just talked about Mary Kay. I can talk about Melaleuca. I know people who've been in Melaleuca for 20 years, and they say they're building a business, but they have never made a $500 check. And it's not because of Melaleuca, it's because of them. They don't want to make anything more than $500. Now, again, that's a whole different story. Let's stay focused on us. You have to work your business at the top. You have to understand why you're working your business at the top. You have to know right today, 70 people on this call, you guys got to know where you are in this business. And this is a blessing. This is a blessing. When I got into Melaleuca was a 30-year-old company when I got into Melaleuca. And we made that kind of money. There are people, again, and I'll tell everybody, even Roger Ball, I told him, I said, Roger, I said, the worst mistake I ever made was leaving Melaleuca. Because we were making a consistent residual money. And I kept saying to myself, there are people out here making $100,000, $200,000 a month. I'm going to leave and go there. But you know what? That eclipse only happens every now and then. You're not going to get companies who have every single thing that we talk about, which is that I talk about it all the time. You need a company that has a product that people cannot easily duplicate. You need a product that people buy with or without making money. You gotta have that. That's the number one and number two thing I look for in any network marketing business. Because if people don't always want to make money because they haven't been taught that. And psychologically, they think that way because they've been taught to live within their means, right? So when you look at it, Melaleuca, 96% of the people who get into Melaleuca are not building a business. They just love the product. And guess what they teach people? To buy the product. And that's how Melaleuca is surviving now, because again, they don't have to pay out anything because people don't care. All they want to do is be able to get the products. Why? Not naturally say products. And so if you're a customer, you tend to recruit customers. If you're a business builder, you're looking to find other people that's going to help you build. So we're talking about partnering. So in this business right now, you have people like Emily and Portia and Layla and people who know the business. Those are the people you need to partner with, even if you don't know it. Those are what you call pace setters. If you look at a journey, you know, like sprinters, they don't ever use pace setters. But when you look at people who run a long race, they always have people who are what? Pace setters to set the pace. Well, by the time most people get into network marketing 10, 15 years down the road, the pace setters are gone, just like in a regular race, right? They go 4 times around the lap. If they're doing a long distance, the pace setter falls off. They do the same thing in network marketing. They're going to leave. And it's not because of, Emily's probably going to say, shoot, I paid my time. You know, I want to travel the world. I want to see things. I want to go places. I don't have time to do Zooms and so forth and so on. But their business is going to continue to build because 7K is never going anywhere. People are going to still get into business. So now, for those people who are new, the thing that you have to look at is surround yourself with people who all want the same thing. And it's okay if somebody doesn't. It's totally okay if you get into a business and people don't want to go where you are. Don't let them dictate where you're going, right? Find that. Partner with a group of people who are going the same direction, business builders, if you want to build a business. If you want to kumbaya with the people who are just customers, great. But if you want to be around people who again, as I always talk about it, is this, that you can measure your success with. So when you start talking about it, I can sit down with Emily. If I didn't know anything, I would get in the business. I say, okay, Emily, so what level are you? And she says, I'm gold. I said, well, how long did it take you to hit gold? Oh, it took me 6 months. Okay, now I can ask her, okay, what do I need to do? Bing, 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 in order for me to hit gold in what? 6 months, because she's already done it. So that's the key to it. Find people who have already done it, and then you do the exact same thing, because then there's no question. I always talk about the man in the mirror. Last time I started talking about that catfish stuff. Catfish to me is just a way of people saying to themselves, you know what I'm talking about. You got with catfish, you get on YouTube and somebody put this gorgeous picture up and you hit them up on, and then all of a sudden you meet them and you're like, whoa, what happened here? Right? But that's the same way in this business. You're going to get the catfish. You're going to get people who really, truly don't know anything about it, but they'll talk a good game. They'll tell you everything. No, find the people who have already done it. I run across people every single day when in my method of recruiting people, and everybody laughs at it because I'll walk up to anybody and say it. I don't sit there and say, do you own gold and silver? I say, how do you like your job? That's my conversation. How do you like your job? Because people do not sign up with a network marketing because they sign up with you. How do you like your job? And they'll tell me, it's okay. It pays the what? It pays the bills. So my question to them, are you making the money you want to make on your job? And they tell me no. So if you can make any amount of money a month, how much would it be? And they say, heck, I want to make 7 to 10,000. Well, you mean to tell me you're not making 7 to 10,000 in your job now? They say, heck no. Here's my thing. If I can show you a way that you can make $10,000 a month, would you sit down and talk to me? That's where the conversation begins. That's where my posture starts. But here's the catch. That's a good thing to do. But when you sit down, you better have something to tell them, right? You can't sit down and tell them about gold and silver yet. Because when Joseph just did that presentation, most people think it's a scam when you say the word gold and silver. Because why? They've never held it. There are people that I know, like myself, I've never held, before this time, I've never held one of these. I go to estates. I shouldn't be telling everybody my business, but I'd be going to estate sales. I don't know if you guys have ever been to an estate sale. I say, hey, listen, do you guys have any precious metals, gold and silver? What's it going to hurt to ask them? I bought 5 coins for $100. Each one of those coins are $24,000. Why? Because the person who looked at it simply said, what? It's $1. They didn't know any better. This is what you have to know. So people buy from people they know, like, and trust. I guarantee they will tell you, if you sat down with Emily, Emily ain't talking about gold and silver. She's talking about how you can have more money at the end of the month, that you can transfer that money into what? Gold and silver. Don't start out with the gold and silver thing. Total another thing. So here we go. So this is something that we don't use a lot of, ladies and gentlemen. PS3. We don't use this enough. Pique somebody's interest. Yeah, I know. People say pique, whatever. There are different peaks, but this is my peak. Pique somebody's interest, show the plan, and do a 3-way call. You guys who are not, if you're a layman in network marketing, that's okay. But call it as it is. You need to get on a call, pique their interest. Like I said to you guys, piquing their interest to me was this. How do you like your job? Somebody else's piquing their interest may be, do you buy gold and silver? It doesn't matter. If that's what you do, use it to your benefit. Yeah, I've walked up to people and say, oh my God, if I see Emily, I said, my God, I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from? Guess what people have never told me? Man, get out of here. You don't know me. They sit there and say, you know what? I was sitting there looking at you. Did you look familiar too? Then I ask them the question. Where'd you go to school? Are you from around here? Where'd you go to college? Where'd you go to church? Let me ask you a question. What do you do for a living? Then when they tell me that, I say to them, how do you like that job? Before you know, we're 5 minutes down the road, and guess what? They can't even remember why I came over and talked to them, right? So that's piquing their interest. Show the plan. Show the plan is not for you guys to get people on a presentation. You have to earn the right. Write that down. I got to earn the right. Got to earn the right. I can't just show the plan. I can't because here's the reason why. When you show them that video, what are they looking for? That's what you have to say to yourself. What are you looking for? But that's why throughout your conversation, use the word look. So if I'm doing my warm market, I'm walking up to somebody and I said, you know what? I've been working on this job for da-da-da-da, and I was looking for something different. Keep using the word looking because your brain starts picking that up, or their brain starts picking it up. So when they show them the presentation, guess what they're going to start doing? They're going to start looking. They're not watching. There's a difference between watching and looking. You got to get them to start looking. So when I say show the plan of it is you show the plan, your plan. Where are you going to go over the next 30, 60, 90 days? What are you going to do in this business over the next 30, 60, 90 days? How many people are you going to bring in this business? What's your paycheck going to look like? What level are you going to hit? What is it going to do to for you and your family if you're making $6,000, $5,000 a week? What's it going to do for your family? Why do you need it? So that when they sit down to watch the presentation, they are doing what? Looking. Not just watching. And I think they said enough. Like when we do those presentations at night, the people who are looking are the people who get into business. The people who are watching always say the same thing. I gotta go home and digest what I just heard. Why? Because they weren't looking. They were watching it as they do a movie. So sit down with somebody and create a roadmap. If you're new in this business, create a roadmap. I'm going to come to Emily. I'm new in the business. And I'm going to say, Emily, I need you to give me a 30, 60, 90. I need to know what I need to do to get started. Now, don't pick and choose what you want to do and what you don't want to do. So when Emily says, or Portia says, you need to hit associate within your first 12 to 24 hours, that's all you should be focused on, is hitting that goal. Why? Because they've done it before. So I'm sitting down talking to Emily. Emily says to me, Ron, we got to get you to an associate within your first 12 to 24 hours. Now, anything that Emily tells me, I need to write in a book, because that's what I'm going to teach my people to do. 12 to 24 hours. Now, you may say to me, Ron, come on, 12 to 24 hours, are you really serious about that? People do that all the time. Now, if they don't do it, it's not a bad thing. People have to deserve to want to work with you. You have to deserve to want to work with them. So if they're trying to hit associate within the first 12 to 24 hours, they're calling you. Those are the people you work with. No, not calling you about foolishness, but calling you. Not just calling you, asking you questions that they talked about on the last 5 Zooms, right? Calling you, asking you questions that are meaningful about your business, because you're minding your business. So I'm going to sit down. Emily's going to give me a roadmap. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get you an associate. And she's confident about it. We're going to get you to an associate. Why? Because everybody knows 2 people. Everybody knows 10 people. My whole point about it is this: how bad do you want it? Build your business. Now, if she's telling me to do it, no matter what, I'm going to get it done. Even if, I'm just saying it, this is me. I'm not telling you to do it, but hint, hint. Even if I put somebody on the phone. So I put Miss Daisy on the phone and I said, hey, Miss Daisy, how you doing? And she says, great. I said, listen, here's my opportunity. I'm building my business. I want to make $12,500 a week, but I need your help. I need you to take a look at this business. When do you think you'll have time to take this look at this business? Now, Miss Daisy is a good friend of mine. Listen, I need you to get in. It's a gold and silver business. You have a lot of influence. I need you in my business right today. Guess what she's going to say? How much is it? It's $199, but I'm willing to pay half of that. Would you partner with me? And then you guys start saying to yourself, well, shoot, wait a minute. I'm going to pay $100 for her to get in the business? Yeah, you sure are. Because again, what am I doing? I'm building my business. A lot of people are going to knock that. That's okay. I'm not into that. A lot of people are going to knock what I just said. Ron, guess what? Don't do it. Executive goal, $7,000. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. It don't work. Getting people to run the goal and hitting people to get in, it doesn't work. I haven't done it. I'm telling you guys, you have to build your business. So when I tell people the same way I tell my kids, they're in high school, they're playing football. They come home and I just kind of shake my head to my son. I said, son, why are you doing it that way? He said, well, the coach told me to do it. I said, no, don't do it that way. Do it this way. My wife opened up the door and said, would you stop doing it? The coach told him to do that. I said, okay, fine, let's call it even. I want you to go back to school tomorrow and ask the coach, did you ever play college football? And if you did, with who? Hey, coach, did you ever play pro football? If you did, with who? So why would you listen to somebody who never ever played college football, let alone pro football? Now, if you want to just play high school football, keep listening to him because that's what he's teaching you. If you want somebody to teach you how to go to gold, listen to people who are at the gold level. They're at the silver level, who are at the executive gold level. Don't listen to, I'm not trying to be mean, but stop listening to people who are accomplishing. You don't have to do it every single day. Yes, you do. You got to be consistent. You got to consistently build your business. Now, the great part of partnering with somebody that has done it before is that you are all going to hit the wall. You're going to hit the wall. You're going to run out of warm market people. You're going to run out of people who are going to tell you yes just because they like and love you. You're going to have to go out here and you're going to have to find new people. But the great part of finding new people, do it with somebody who is, listen, that aren't just going to fall off when somebody tells you what. No. I'm going to give you guys a news flash. It's easier to build your cold market than it is your warm market. It's easier to build your cold market than it is your warm market. Because my warm market, they're haters, one. The second thing about it is that they know me as the dumb jock. They know me that Ron spent all of his time on a football field, a basketball court, in the gym. They're trying to say, well, what the freak does he know about business? That's what my family is saying to me. You didn't go to school for business or college for business. You went for football. You're right. I did. But that doesn't mean I can stop learning. But I don't ever get a chance to tell them that. But people in my cold market, they don't know that. It's easier to build your business. Now, it's hard because you're afraid to get out here by yourself. That's why you partner with somebody and you go out here and you build your business with somebody who's already done it on purpose, right? That's all I'm doing. I'm partnering with somebody who, again, we're going to put together a team. I'm going to put together a team of people who will understand the business. My downline. You have to understand your downline. Because here's the good part, you guys. $4.99, you're gonna get 150 points. Right? We're building as a team. $1.99, you get 50 points. We're building as a team. Here's what you look at. You gonna come into business and you're gonna help get one person on your left and one person on your right. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't start saying to yourself right now that these people need to be business, but I'm telling you, put one on your left and one on your right. How much should they come in for? Put one on your left and one on your right. What if they're not business builders? Put one on your left and one on your right. Stop overthinking this. One on your left and one on your right. That opens up the gate that you're an associate and you can make what? Up to $500 a week. You're creating, write this down, you're creating your story. Whatever you do, they're going to do. You're creating your story. If your story says, I put one person in, I started contemplating what I'm doing, and I kind of felt this way about it, and guess what? You just told that to somebody else. Tell them your story. I put two people in the business, one on my left and one on my right. That now makes me an associate. Now my focal point of it is this. Those are the people I first spoke. I'm focused on those guys now. Focused on them to do what? Exactly. Put one on their left and one on their right. Tell them your story. I got in the business and I put one on my left and one on my right within my first 12 to 24 hours. They're going to do the exact same thing. So now when they go out here and put one on their left and one on their right, that now makes them a what? You're right. It makes them an associate. Which now makes you what? Copper. That's my story. So now, everybody that comes in your business, ladies and gentlemen, you want to get them to copper within your first 12 to 24 hours. Now you say, well, Ron, where does the money come in? The money comes in when you hit copper. Because now anybody who comes in your organization, you do the math. Those two associates, when they bring in people and you help them get the copper, that's 4 people that you're going to help to get the copper. And if you did that in a week, think about what I'm saying. If you did that in a week, each last one of those people are worth 1,300 points. You do the math. They're worth 1,300 points. 13 times what? 4. Somebody shoot that out there, Emily. 13 times 4. What is 1,300 times 4 is how many points? That's Siri, should tell you.
5,200.
5,200. You just had 5,200 come in your organization. If you just have 5,200 points come in your organization, you're a bronze. How much do you get paid? Anybody? Anybody? How much do you get paid? How do we unmute that, Emily? How do we make that happen?
I got it. Let
They
me,
can unmute themselves.
Yep. I got it.
How much do you get paid as a bronze? People?
2,000.
So what happens to the other money?
2,000.
What happens to the other money? You just made 5,200. You're
Okay.
huh?
You flush the points.
40. 40.
You flushed.
You flushed your points.
Somebody said loyalty. No, you didn't get no loyalty.
No loyalty if you're above your pay grade.
No loyalty. You're not getting loyalty, people. You're flushing it. You're going to lose it. That's why we tell you to do what? As fast as you can. Rank up.
Rank up.
The faster you rank up, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to happen. If you're building the business the right way, you're going to rank up and you're going to get points because people are going to do exactly what you did. 5,200 points. I know people right today who had $5,200 and they get it every, they're silvers. They're silvers, but the company don't say that. The company says every week, since so-and-so, they get a check for $3,500. The company don't tell you how much they flush. They surely don't tell you that they flush more than they make. So here's the point, rank up. So now, what's my focal point? Right? That's my focal point. Well, wait a minute, Ron, those are my personals. It doesn't matter. They're in your organization. You're building your business. Those 4 people, I need to know their names and number. I need to be calling them. I need to find out if they're worth building. And they'll tell you that. All you gotta do is have a good conversation with them and say, hey, yeah, so you're gonna be on the trip. Well, no, I can't be on that call tonight. You know, tonight's my bowling night. So how much money do you want to make it? Oh, I want to make 10,000 a week. How many nights do you bowl? Oh, 3. Guess what? If they're not willing to sacrifice some time, they're not going to make 10,000 a week. So why are you talking to them? Let them become customers and move on. The whole point about it is what happens, you put so much time into those people trying to make them that you lose out on everybody else that can help make your business. When they're dead, they're dead. When you say that they're dead, right? Don't try to revive them. It's not going to happen. I'm working with those 4 people. Now, you know it more than the associates know it because you're the ones that help them. So I'm going to go back to those associates and say, hey, you know what? You need to leave Joe alone. Joe ain't trying to build a business. You need to lose Sam alone. He's not trying to build a business. How do you know? I had a conversation with him. He wants to bowl more than that. Well, he's such a good guy. He needs the money. His family needs, well, wait a minute. If he needs the money and his family is hurting for money, then what the freak is he going to bowl for every 3 nights? It must not mean that much to them. Let it go. I'm hurting people's feelings today. I always hurt people's feelings. That's good. Everybody's gonna get off the phone and say, Ron, he said, leave me alone. But guess what? Stop calling yourself that, right? So now those 4 people are the people I want to work with. I'm gonna help them get 2 apiece. I'm gonna help that. This is my business. I'm gonna help them get 2 apiece. I want them to hit associate. I'm gonna get those people to get 2. I want them to hit associate because now when they hit associate, this person goes to what? Copper. And when they go to copper, what does that make me? Exactly. Bronze. Did you guys see that? I'm building my business. Those 2 coppers, they just happen to be blessed that they're on one on my left and one on my right. Those associates just happen to be blessed because they're underneath that guy. I'm building my business. So now what? Yep, you're right. Those people that they brought in, I'm gonna do the exact same thing with them. Now, this is not gonna be an all-day thing. I'm gonna divide that up to enrolling new people. These people here, I'm gonna divide that up into going to get new people. So half the time I'm working with this, and the other time I'm working with new people to get them to an associate, to get them to copper. It went down here. Now watch what happens. We'll help them get 2. This is how simple it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to help them get 2. I'm going to help them get 2, which now makes these guys associates. Makes them what? You're right, coppers. Makes these guys coppers, which make those guys above them what? Bronze, which makes you a what? Silver. Now you wonder how, if people pay attention to this, you can go silver in 30 to 60 days. You gotta know exactly what you're focusing on. You can't be focusing on, well, this person has a group and I need to spend time with the group. And then this person, you're all over. This is the only thing I'm focused on, ranking up to silver. I need to get 1 person to my left to bronze, the other person to bronze. I need to get 2 coppers for them. I need to get 4 associates for those guys, and I need to get them 2 associates. That's how you build your business of silver. You can never, ever come back to me and say, Ron, I didn't know how to do it. No, you're not listening. I just showed you how to do it. That's how you hit silver. So with that being said, let's talk about points here. So let's just say we're going to pick on Emily today because she has that darn dog in her lap. That dog needs to be outside enjoying that weather. Let's just say this is Emily. What's the first thing I told, if I brought Emily into business, what's the first thing I told Emily to do? Anybody? What's the first thing?
Get 2 people.
It's an associate.
There you go. Now go to Staples. Don't go to Staples and get no paper and pen. Don't go to Staples and get a binder to write your daily plan down. It says put 1 on your what? 1 on your right and 1 on your left. That's it. All right, that's it. Now, let's pretend, for those who don't know, I put Emily on my right side. What is Emily's outside leg? And don't answer that, Emily. Don't you answer it either, Portia. What is it? I put Emily on my right side. What is Emily's outside leg? Anybody?
Her right.
Builder. Right.
All right.
Her right. Her right side. If I put her on my right, her right side is her outside leg. So that means that she gets what on her right side?
Spill over.
Spill over.
Spill over. Fantastic. So now, somebody above puts somebody on their right side. That person goes underneath Emily. Does Emily get paid off that person, points off that person, even though she didn't sponsor them?
Yes.
Yes.
So if they come in at 499, how many points does Emily get?
150.
150.
150. So somebody else comes in Emily's organization. Do I get paid? Does Emily get paid off of that person?
Yes.
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 Somebody else comes into Emily's organization. And it keeps happening now, right? So now, let's say the person on Emily's inside leg, outside leg, starts to build their inside leg because they have to put what?
One on their left.
2 people in, 1 on each side.
Right.
On
So
the
they
inside.
put them on the inside, on their inside leg.
Mhm.
Does Emily make money off the people that they put on the inside leg?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So their inside leg and their outside leg is Emily's right side.
Mhm.
I'll say it again. Their inside and outside is a part of Emily's right side. If it was on Emily's left side, their left and right side is going to be a part of Emily's left side. Anything on that side is going to give them points. So now Emily says, hey, I want to get the copper. In order for me to be a copper, I have to have how many personals on my left and how many personals on my right?
2 and
2.
2.
2. So now she puts another person on her right side. Can she stick that person between the blue person and the red person?
No.
No.
So
No.
that person has to go all the way to the bottom. So now, the yellow person, the green person, the purple person, all the way up, because Emily put that person at the bottom, do they still benefit off those points?
Yes.
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 So it would be a great thing to be able to talk to red, pink, purple, green, yellow, and make that a part of my team. Even if I didn't personally sponsor them. I'll give you a clue what I'm talking about. I can't say it out in public. But would you pay $50 for 150 points?
Yes.
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 All right, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So, so now the person above them has to put somebody on their right side and left side. All the way to the bottom. Everybody else is going to get paid off those points. So again, this is why we say this is a team build. You have to build as a team. You cannot build a network marketing business by yourself. You can't. And make any significant money. You can do it, but you can't do it and make any significant money. So, left side, right side. If I put Emily or whoever on my right side, their outside leg is the right, their inside leg is the left. If I put that person on my left side, their left side and is the outside leg, their right side is going to be the inside leg. All right? Has nothing to do with pay leg, power leg. Don't put the two together. Pay leg and power leg. Power leg is the leg that what?
Has the most points.
Have the most points. It's just that simple. The leg that has, if one leg has 500 points and the other leg has 200 points, that side that has 500 points is your power leg. Ain't a strong power leg, but it's a power leg. It's going to change. I guarantee you, he'll tell you it'll change. When you start having 20,000, 30,000 on one side, then that begins to be a okay power leg. But you got to keep building, right? You got to keep building. So the people that I bring in and put one on my left and one on my right is what we call my first generation. The people that they bring in is my second generation. The people that they bring in the third, the people they bring in fourth, fifth, and sixth generation. You need to work with everybody between you and your fourth and fifth generation. Maybe your sixth generation. If you get a big time builder, you need to be working with those people. If you're building a business, you're working with those people. You should know the people who are moving in your business because you're working with your people. You're having team calls. Even though you're part of Soundwealth Nation, even though that, you need to have your own team call. You need to be talking to your people about what they need to do, what direction they need to go in. All right? When you have people in your sixth and seventh generation people making $250 to $1,000 a week, you're making $1 million a year. I'm gonna say it again. When you have people in your sixth and seventh generation making $250 to $1,000 a week, you're making $1 million a year. That's true network marketing. Your business has not begun until you have, or you're working with people in your fifth and sixth generation. And they're getting $250 to $1,000. The reason I'm saying is that if a person is making $250 a week, guess what? They're not quitting.
Right.
They may build a business, they may stop building a business, but guess what? They're gonna still get that coin. Even if it takes it out of their what?
Sound money.
Their Sound Money wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So now, you have to prepare your mind every time you're talking to people for 3 different kind of people. You gotta compare your mind to the people who think about it, people. Do a presentation. Let me go home and think about it. How do we deal with those people? I'm gonna think about it. We gotta follow up with them, we know that. How important is it that they are in your business? And how do you determine that, their influence, who they know, what it can do for your team? And then I may ask them that question, what do I have to do to get you to be on my team? What do I need to do to get you on the team? Then you're gonna have the people that show me the money team. These are the people that you have to prepare yourself for, so that when they ask you the 2 questions, how long have you been in the business and how much money have you made? You have to prepare your story for both of those people. And then you have that third, let's do it, people. You have to be equipped to teach those people to say to you, I'm ready to go, I'm in the business, show me what I need to do to sign up. And you need to know what to do with all these people. You need to know. When we start talking about adding value to your team, your value is this. Your downline can never know more than you know. Let me think about it, people. I put them on a call. After the call is over with, I call them up and I say, hey, Mary, what'd you think about the business? Well, I think everything is great, but let me think about it. What do you say to her? Hey, is it the money or is it the gold and silver? What is it? Where can I help you? I would love for you to be on my team. And listen to her. You have to know. Now, show me the money, people. Presentation's over with. They say, well, so, Joe, how long have you been in the business and how much money are you making? Well, I've been in the business for half a year and I'm a copper. They're thinking to themselves, Joe Preston, you've been in business and you're only a what? So here's what they're thinking. You did a phenomenal training. Man, but in order for me to be as good as you, I can never do that. And I'm only a copper. Janet, man, you killing it, man. You outstanding presentation. But in order for me to be you and do those presentations, and you're only a copper, or you're not making any money. People need to know this. You have to be able to answer that. So ranking up is key. I got to rank up as fast as I can because I have to make that money. Because people really don't hear that word up to. They hear $1,000 a week, $500 a week, $7,000 a week. Then you got to prepare yourself for the people who say, let's do it, people. The let's do it people are people that say, hey, let's roll. Let's get this thing. I need to get the silver. You have to be able to teach them how to get the silver. We just did it. We need to put one on your left. We have to help that person get it. You need to be able to tell them. You have to add value to your team. You can't say, now you can, but I wouldn't suggest you do it. Let me get Emily on the phone. Emily can explain this. Now they're thinking to themselves like, okay, wait a minute now. Why you been in the business for a month and you putting Emily on the phone? So here's the question. When people come to me and say, Ron, I don't understand why my business is not growing. I can't get anybody because you don't know how to talk to the people that think about it. You're not making any money and you don't know how to get people started right. There's an answer to it, and it's not network marketing. It's you, man in the mirror. If it's worth it to you guys, you'll learn this stuff. If it's not, that's okay. But don't complain about the fact that you're not making any money. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for the time that we were on this call. We got 61 people on the call, and we're gonna keep rolling. People who heard me, they heard me. I know a lot of people on this call, as I always laugh and joke about it, is the fact that you're gonna get people who get on these calls and they're vacuum cleaning and they're falling asleep and they're dealing with this, that, and the other, and they miss out on it. And then tomorrow they say, so now how many hours did you say to get to an associate? How many hours did you say that I need to be bronze? And if you don't hear him say that, you guys, here's what you need to say. Where were you at when I was doing the training? How serious is this thing about it? Did you know who you should be working with? You should know exactly who you're working with. When they're dead, they're dead. You cannot resurrect the dead. But I can tell you what, guys. When I started making that $7,000 a week, every single week, and I'd be down here in the basement of my office and my wife bring me food. And I'm like looking at her like, okay, what did you put in my food? You know, you don't never bring me no food, right? There's a reason for that. The reason of it is that you say no fish, right? No, she don't cook no fish in my house. That's off the limit. We're a team here, guys. You know, Emily will reach out. You can reach out to Emily at any time. Portia, you can reach out to. Joe is there. We're all here to help you build. And so when people text me and say, Ron, I don't get it. No, you don't want to get it. And I'm going to tell you why, because it don't hurt bad enough. When it hurts bad enough, you guys can move. And the problem of it is you won't go in that mirror. You won't get off this call and go look in the mirror and ask yourself, stop playing, right? Have that conversation with yourself in that mirror. Stop playing. You know dang well you can't pay your bills. right? You ever see that? You ever see those movies where them little people get on their shoulders and that person is really that person and they're talking and they're like, no, shut up. You know dang well, that's what you got to start doing yourself. There are some people on here who, if you ever really want to sit down and talk, I mean, man, you guys are phenomenal. Ask yourself the question. What's your name? JD? Is that you, JD? Based upon what you know, based upon who you are, how much are you worth a month?
A lot.
What's a lot?
$1 million.
Huh? How much?
$1 million.
$1 million a month?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, here's my question. How come you're not making it? Oh, shoot, Ron, why you asked me that question? In front of everybody? So here's the question. What is she doing now, you guys?
Fear.
Thinking, right? So here's my thought. Whatever you think about comes out of your mouth. Whatever comes out of your mouth is what you get. So when people start thinking, that means that they haven't put it in the work yet. You haven't thought about it. You got to start asking yourself the question, how much, Lisa over there, Mr. Watkins, based upon who you are and what you know, how much should you be making a month?
10,000.
10,000. Are you making $10,000 a month?
Nope.
How much is your job paying you?
More like 3.
So man, somebody's pocketing $7,000. That's the way you got to look at it. If you believe that you're worth 10, and I know you are. There's not a job, and you have to say that to yourself. There's not a job that can. If you can't pay me $10,000 a month, my posture says I'm not doing it.
Mm.
See, that's the reason why many of us aren't making money in network marketing, because we haven't had that conversation. How much money am I worth? Because corporate America has been telling you guys, you're worth what? What do we fight for? What does everybody fight for? What kind of wage?
Minimum.
Say it again.
Yeah,
Somebody said it again. Who said that?
Deborah,
Deborah, what do you say?
I know
Minimum-
that,
Minimum?
no, minimum is not enough.
Okay, but
Yeah.
here's the point. Why do you people keep saying minimum? Why don't you fight for maximum?
Exactly. But we don't have
exactly.
But we say it all the time. Remember what I said, whatever comes out of your mouth is what you get. When we keep saying minimum, you start you don't understand your brain. Your brain writes down as like a computer. Whatever you put in it is what it comes out. So if you keep saying you're only worth minimum, guess what? You're comfortable at minimum. When you be comfortable at maximum, that's when your account changes. You have to train this to stop saying, I'm just accepting minimum, because you say it all the time.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not okay.
No, it's not.
No.
So when I look at the strongest people today, I hate to say it, fellas, women. In network marketing, the strongest people in network marketing are women. You know why? Because women don't lie to each other. Men are dollar millionaires.
Yeah.
You talk to a guy and he say, hey man, how's everything going? Man, I'm blessed and highly favored.
Yeah.
Their freaking house could be burning down and their car is broke down and they're walking and taking a bus, but they're blessed and highly favored. You another woman ask another woman, the first thing she'll say, oh my God, I need some help. And it's okay. Let's go get it, girl. But the first thing you have to sit down with them is you got to train this. You got to train your mind to say, I'm blessed. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm making $12.5 a week. You got to keep saying that. Do you know a woman can actually believe that she's pregnant?
And be pregnant?
And her body will go through the same things as if she were actually pregnant. But there's no baby in the stomach. Did you guys know that?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Oh,
Yeah.
How bad they want it.
Yeah.
How bad she want that baby.
How
That's what's
bad?
going on.
My father was a gynecologist, and I used to say to him, man, get out of here. He says it happens all the time. He says women will go into labor and there won't be no baby inside because of this. They believe that they're pregnant. Now we didn't say that they're logically sane, but the point of it is that they make themselves believe that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that gets you to thinking, wait a minute, I got a component here. If you ask any network marketer today who has made money in network marketing, based upon the concept of what 7K Metals has, is this a good business or not? And if they tell you the honest God truth, they're going to tell you yes. They're going to tell you now. Now, some people may lie. Some people may lie and say no because they're in another business. They want their business to shine. But based upon where you are 5 years into this business, right? 5 years into this business and where this business is going to go over the next 10 years, you got to ask yourself the question. Are we blessed to be where we are? Yes.
Yes.
But here's the point now. Now you got to make a decision today. You got to make a decision today and say, I got to change. I can't keep on believing because I paid $130,000 for a degree that I'm just going to make this freaking thing work. It's not. And I'm not knocking anybody. The great part about it is my father was a gynecologist. I swear to you, 30 years after he practiced medicine, we celebrated what?
Retirement.
Nope. He paid off his student loans. 30 years after him practicing medicine, he paid off his student loans. Now, here's the great part about it is this. Sooner or later, we all gonna face that. And I'm not knocking jobs. I'm just talking to you guys because you guys are on this call. I'm not out here putting it on Facebook. I'm talking to you guys because you're on this call. This right now is the best thing going. Either you're going to be a high performer and make the good money and take care of your family, or you're going to become what we just talked about earlier today. You're going to become the 96%er. And yes, Emily and I, we're not supposed to laugh and joke, but we do. We talk about it. Do you remember so-and-so that was in the business? Yeah, she fell off. Do you remember so-and-so? Yeah, she fell off too. Why? Called belief. If you believe that you can do it, you'll say it every single day. I am so happy and grateful now that I am. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a gold associate. You got to believe it. You have to believe it. And if you believe it, you're going to write it all over the place. You're not going to hide it. You're not going to take it down when people come over your house and say, oh my God, I got these stickers all over the place, because then you don't believe it. You made somebody who doesn't believe make you change your thoughts. And we talked about it. Whatever you think about comes out of your mouth. You got to put that everywhere. You got to say it all the time. I'm going to be a gold associate. I'm going to be a gold associate. I met Layla. You remember we having a conversation, right? We had that.
Yeah.
And she was questioning silver. But something in her kept saying what? I'm going to be a gold associate. I'm going to be a gold associate. I remember when Emily was a silver and she said, I'm going back. And I see you guys enjoying yourself. I'm going to be a gold associate. I remember Deborah Williams when she first got into business. She didn't have a clue, but she's a 90-day, 80-day silver. 80-day silver. Never made no money in network marketing, but she's an 80-day silver. She can get that silver bar. But I remember her saying, I'm going to get that silver bar. I'm going to get the silver bar. I'm going to make it happen. Hook or crook. She's on the call Saturday night to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, building her business. She's putting in the time. Some of you guys are saying to yourself, it's not worth it. Man, Saturday afternoon, man, it's shoot, Ron, hurry up. I got to get out of here. No. It said right in the right corner, hit it, end. Ron ain't holding you. That's you holding you. That's you saying to yourself, I have to go because it hurts too bad. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to push myself. I don't want to push myself. You got to change the way you think. I can sit here and talk to somebody all day long that's going to help me make what? $7,000 a week. I can talk to you all day. Teach me how to make 7,000. Now, if you're talking nonsense, I got to go. But I newsflash, this is not my first time making millions in network marketing. And when it happened, when I sat there and listened to Holden, when he sat there and showed me how to make 1.2 million a month, he didn't say, first thing came out of his mouth is this, Ron, it has nothing to do with the coffee. They're in a coffee business. It has nothing to do with the coffee. You can buy coffee at the grocery store, the gas station. You can buy it online. You can buy coffee anywhere. It doesn't have to do with the coffee. I said, well, by George, Holden, what does it got to do with? He says the team. It has to do with the team. The people you surround yourself, how bad do they want it? If everybody is on this team saying, hey, we're going to be gold, we're not going to settle for this. We're not, if you're part of Sound Wealth Nation, if you're part of what we're doing, you're saying to yourself, yeah, what? I got to be silver. I got to push myself to the next level. I got to be on these calls and show my screen. I got to show my camera. I gotta be devoted because if Emily's doing this and it's what, 7 o'clock in the morning in Hawaii? It's 2 o'clock for some of us. Oh my God, I gotta get out of here. Where do you gotta go? We're giving you something that's gonna change your life and you're saying to yourself, I gotta go out here and play. Devote 2 years. If you're 55, call yourself 57. If you're 59, call yourself 61. Every day, I am a 61-year-old financially free person. I am a 61-year-old, no debt, no bill paying person. I'm going to devote 2 years to building this business consistently. I'm not going, my wife knows dang well she better not come down here and say nothing to me about doing anything other than what I'm doing. It's my business. My wife better not say, honey, time for you to go to bed. When you're making $7,000 a week today, I'm telling you, I'm doing it for a reason. Because sooner or later, I'm going to be hanging out with Joe in Arizona when it's freaking snowing here. I'm going to be hanging out with Emily in Hawaii when it's snowing here. Because I put it in. It's justified. I'm not feeling bad. I put it in. When people call me up and they say to me, Ron, hey, man, you work too much. Good. Did you see what was just put in my Sound Money wallet? That's what I say to them. Good. Now, if there wasn't no money going to my Sound Money wallet, then I got to reevaluate some things. You already say she ain't home. Yeah, she is home. She can't wait till I get off that phone. She said, oh, you got $7,000. Oh, we can go buy this. No. How much you gonna give me of this? That's okay. But sooner or later, people, you guys got to understand those three kind of people, you got to cover those bases. You have to cover those bases. Me and Tony sit here every week. We try to say, okay, who's going to do the presentation? We got 150 people. You guys need to be doing this presentation. You need to be doing these presentations. I'm going to say it again. You need to do them. Don't be looking over there to the right. Some of you guys get on these calls every single night. Great. Learn the presentation. Train your mind to start thinking that I need to be listening to this so I can train it. Emily can do a presentation. Joe can do a presentation. Portia can do a presentation. Let's go back. Emily's a goal. This is what you guys need to be doing today. Learn the presentation. Joe knows the presentation. Learn the presentation. When you sit down and talk to somebody, learn the presentation. You should be able to train on everything that I've talked about. Learn the training. A lot of you guys feel you put it in today between 12 and we're gonna get off here at 2:45. Nope. It's time to go to work now. If you are an associate, you need to become copper tonight. Well, Ron, I don't have, no, see, you lost. You lost. When you trick yourself and you said, I don't have anyone, you just put it out there. I'm going to be a copper tonight. Hook or crook. I'm going to be a bronze tonight. Hook or crook. I'm going to be silver tonight. Hook or crook. Do you understand what the word hook or crook is? When it hurts bad enough, you understand what hook or crook is. I'm going to be. And I'm going to tell everybody, I love you all. But guess what? There's some people right now who are going to fade away, right? They're going to fade away because they're going to say to themselves, man, everybody's moving except for me. I better exit out. Some people are going to go with the flow. Other people go the other way. It's going to happen. That's okay. We still going to love you. But we're going this way. When you're going 150 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen, on a motorcycle, anybody got a motorcycle here? I don't, I'm not a fool. But on a motorcycle, 150 miles an hour, the only thing that you can do at 150 miles an hour is look at what? Well, straight ahead. You can't look to the left. You can't look to the right. You can't look down. You can't look up. You got to look straight ahead. Things come so fast. Same way you got to build your business at 150 miles an hour. You can't worry about, hey, I can't worry about that right now. I'm building my business. You can't look down. I'm building my business. When people start talking, you know, going sidetracked on you, hey, I can't listen to you right now. I'm building my business. They're going to call you today and they're going to talk about the basketball game, the football game. They're going to talk about this. They're going to talk about that. The minute you know you're successful and you want to be successful, when you block that stuff off, you say, I'm not listening to it. I'm moved because it hurts bad enough. That's what stops you from listening to that crap. Hey, Ryan, you want to get a bite to eat? No, I ain't going to get a bite to eat because you're going to talk foolishness. You want to go? No, I can't do that right now. I'm building my business. My mother's going to call me up and talk about people in my family. No. Did anybody die? No. Okay, I'll call you back later. You have to make a decision. How bad do you want to be successful? I didn't luck up and make money in this business. Joe will tell you the things that I even had to do. Joe did it. I did it. We pull off on the side of the road doing presentations to help other people build their business. Hold on, Joe. Wait 1 second. Hold him. I'm going to pull up about 10 more feet because there ain't no Wi-Fi where I'm at. Yes, we've done it. Am I telling the truth, Joe?
100%, Ron.
Joe's moving from Alabama to Arizona. He's doing presentations. Some of you guys say, you know what, Ron, I can't do it because I'm moving. So your moving is better than my moving? A lot of people didn't want to hear this on the training today, but guess what? It happens, man, because I want us to win. I'm just going to be honest. I've never played on a losing team. Never. Cleveland Browns sucked when I got there. No, they didn't. They went to the region. Yeah. I never played on a losing team. And I don't tend to do it now. I need everybody to start practicing that presentation. I need everybody to say I'm a part of Sound Wealth Nation. I want everybody to say I'm going to gold. Forget what everybody else is talking about in 7K medals. It's okay. You can move slow. See, you lose. You listen to that, you lose. It's not okay to build your business slow. It's great to build your business fast and keep building. Anyway, any questions before we go? Because I said we're going to get off here at 2:45. Any questions before we go for myself, Joe, Portia, Emily? We got some leaders here. Anybody have any questions?
Hey, Ron, I don't have any questions, but I know earlier in the chat, someone had asked about getting some of the SWN gear. I just wanted to forward them to the Sound Wealth Nation Facebook group. You're able to go on there and you can order your shirts. I know for those that are heading to Vegas, excuse me, and you want to have your gear on, go ahead and over to the Sound Wealth Nation Facebook group and put your orders in there. We have the shirt that Ron is wearing right now, and we also have some bling for the ladies as well. Oh yeah, look, Joe has his hat on, so we want to, you know.
You don't have a short shirt anywhere, Portia?
Huh?
You don't have that. You don't have that shirt anywhere near you, anybody? That
wait, Deborah, do you have yours? Wait, or maybe Deanna? If you guys have your, okay, she's gonna go and get it. Yep, I don't have it like right next to me, so.